So today's activation is wisdom in alignment with identity of wealth. So this is it's giving magician, it's the mature wealth holder, right? It's the person who climbed the ladder and owns multiple businesses, or that's what you're aspiring to do, right? So just start asking yourself questions. Who are you as the mature wealth holder? What does that look like? How does patience increase your authority? And how does connection with divine wisdom affect the habits and the systems that you create to sustain the frequency of wealth, right? And maturity doesn't mean age necessarily, right? Wisdom has its different seasons, but you can be spiritually wise at a young age, at any age. It is all about how you implement that wisdom into your reality, right? So, what identity sustains influence over the course of decades, right? So after urgency dissolves, who are you when it comes to wisdom and identity and wealth? Okay, so first card I pulled, the child I was meant to be, right? So there's this energy of you needing to connect with your inner child, talk to your inner child, and ask them what their beliefs are about wealth and wisdom and sustainability, because they are your guiding light through any kind of shadow work that you need to do to be calling in and receiving divine wisdom. Okay, you need to speak to your inner child. Sacrifice. So I say this a lot, old parts of you, when you are stepping into a new identity, have to go. So as you connect with wisdom and you begin to apply it to your life, you're going to realize that thought cycles, patterns, behaviors, people, whatever it may be, are not serving you, are not serving your highest self, and you have to remove that energy from your life. So there's this saying, which is that to become the new self, it costs the old you, right? And don't look at that as a liberation. Look at that as a way to step into your inner child guiding you in this life, guiding you through wisdom, because they have the innocence to connect with divine intelligence. Peaceful among thorns. So no matter what you're experiencing, you believe everything happens for you, because no matter what's going on in your life, you choose to see the divine wisdom, the divine intelligence that has made itself available to you, the lesson that has made itself available to you. And this has allowed you to turn into someone who can step into their true power. Fated to suffer. So the reality is that no matter how wealthy you are, you're still having a human experience. All of your problems don't go away, right? So essentially, do you want life to be hard because you're poor, or do you want something to be hard because you're rich? It's completely up to you. Only you can make that decision. Hiding your true self, yeah. So again, connecting with that inner child, because that's the version of you who knows who they really are and what they want, and connecting with that part of you, that part of your energy, is what allows you to heal and feel seen, feel understood, and to move through shadow work and to move through the blockages or the energies that are holding you back. Because again, I'll say it again, children are innocents. They are innocent, so they have a pure connection to divine intelligence that we have to put consistent effort into as adults to maintain. So it's still there, it still exists, it's still within you. You just have to choose to tap into it and access it, because that's the part of you that is going to be able to access that wisdom. So that's like putting a key into a lock, if that makes sense, right? Only you can remove that blindfold and allow your third eye to be open and allow yourself to receive divine intelligence and information. Queen of my world, so you are the authority of your reality, right? Look at this, Queen of my world, calling in the storm. And then I see revenge, and I see, like, for you, the experiences you've had, what you've been to become this, to become that authority over your life, that person who says, I can step into my shadow, I can connect with my inner child, and I can see what I need to see, I can do what I need to do, and you don't need anyone's help to do that. This is all a reflection of you and the inner work that you've done and the inner power that you have. And like, your revenge is going to be the fact that you move through life unbothered. You know that you are the authority of your reality. You know how to connect with yourself, how to move through your shadows, how to integrate divine wisdom into your physical experience, right? And not only are you learning those lessons and integrating them, but you're using them to build wealth, to build sustainability, to build a container where you don't have to worry, where you're so smart and abundant with everything that you have and everything that you do, that anyone who ever did you wrong, them just witnessing what you've created yourself into, that is the revenge. You don't have to do anything. Yeah, naked before the stars. So think of who you, like, your raw, authentic self. That is the version of you that you need to show up as. I'm not saying you're not, but if there's any part of you or a place or an area in your life where you are not showing up authentically, change that, move through that, reflect on that. Ask yourself, ask your inner child, why am I feeling this way? I see, look at your inner child, say, I see you, I understand why you feel this way, but we're safe now. We're safe to be our authentic selves. We're safe to step into the spotlight. It is safe for the divine wisdom that has been accumulating in you throughout this lifetime to be utilized for wealth, for abundance, for beauty, for the things that you deserve to receive from this life. Today for tomorrow. Stay in the present moment, okay? But just know everything you're doing for yourself today is so that way it's because you know you're going to be more successful tomorrow. Right? Like, you stayed into the reading, you clicked into the reading because you know that you're wise. You know that you're identified with that. You know that that's part of who you are. Right? And you just have to keep moving forward into what's next. life's a journey, and we don't come into this alone. We're all loved, we're all guided, and even if it's just spiritually and energetically right now. Yeah, I just feel like you're in a deep, deep state of transformation, and you transform over and over and over. And people use this example, the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. That caterpillar willingly knows it's going to lay down the old self to become something new, and it doesn't question who it's going to be or what it's going to look like at the end of that transformation process. It just knows, just like you know. Right? I feel like you've been going through a transformation like for years. For years, you have been allowing the old self to die off over and over and over, time and time again, because you, no matter what, no matter how dark the day gets for you, you always know that you are meant for more, you're meant for better, because that divine intelligence, that divine wisdom sits within you. Confidence, yeah. Be confident in the message that you're receiving. Not just in general, but right now too, because you have this dark, beautiful energy about you where you feel so balanced. You've been through so much and you're so experienced that you don't strictly perceive anything as good or bad. You're just wise. Right? Healing. Again, healing that inner child. Every version of you that's existed, yes, it dies off, but it was also part of who you are, and don't forget to honor that. Right? Reflect on the divine insights that you are seeing come into your reality, because there is genuinely no such thing as coincidence. Everything that you see, hear, feel, experience is for a reason. And if you're feeling dysregulated at any point, you need to get back in touch with the reason, the lesson, the experience, the present moment, in reality, the fact that everything that's happening has divine wisdom and intelligence and lessons built into it, no matter what. Yeah, I love this, the energy of the peacock. Now. You are wise now. You are intelligent now. So you already know how to make these connections, right? I look at these and I think of like an evil eye or like a third eye. You know how to tap into that third eye chakra. So make sure you're sitting with yourself, you're meditating on things when you receive these divine messages and this wisdom. Meditate on what it looks like in your life so you can take action towards integrating it. Divinity, just confirming, like you are a divine, intellectual person. You have to be, to some extent, to be wealthy, to have the courage and the resilience that it takes to put yourself out there, to make content, to build businesses, to build a wealthy mindset. Like that takes someone who knows how to get in touch with divine intelligence. What that looks like and what that belief is going to vary per each specific person, but just know that it's there. And have empathy for yourself, right? I feel like you can feel other people and tap into other people, but worry about you. Macrocosm. Yeah, again, just If you're seeing something, feeling something, getting a download about something, just remember, regardless of what the subconscious mind may be telling you, it is a computer. It does not generate things, it repeats things, right? So whatever internal belief, whatever energy calibration you are directing towards yourself, it's simply going to execute it because you told it to do that. It's not in control. You're in control. You're the authority. And at the end of the day, you have to make that choice to implement that divine wisdom into your life, into your experience. And every time you do so, it is only going to help you, right? Especially if you're building a business or a wealth mindset, right? So thank you for your time. If you made it this far, if you want to experience the full activation and deepen your connection to the frequency of wisdom, that microcosm versus macrocosm, the complete session is available in the pinned comment and the link in bio. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.